I'm very interested to know so you lived in New York, right?
Right.
How do you then go from living in New York to being like, all right, I'm going to start drawing ero manga in Japan? Like, how is that the transition that happens?
Well, I've always been drawing.
Right.
So like, and when you're a kid, you want I want to grow up and I just want to draw, right?
Mm.
Right. And after college, I'm like, okay, how do I do that?
Right.
And like, I could start in the US, but then there's like a comics industry, and it's kind of like, it's kind of it's never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you have to do this sort of work.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you want to like branch off, it's like really minor. It's like super underground.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a furry porn section, but it's like,
That's how you make money, right? Isn't it?
Exactly.
If you want to be a freelance artist.
They're loaded, dude.
Just browse DeviantArt.
But if you go to Japan, it's like this huge, and like back then, like mid 2000s, there was hardly any download like manga.
Yeah.
Right.
There was like DL site maybe, and that's about it. So I'm like, that's a low bar to just upload stuff and like sell it. And it's like fuck.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, I guess it was like the closest to having like an independent scene where you could just easily upload and just kind of get your work out there instead of like having to go through like so many publishers and getting picked up and stuff like that.
It's like,
and I guess like a good way to like grow organically as well, right? Because like those kinds of works are just spread by word of mouth.
Yeah.
So you're always able to speak Japanese as a kid?
I had to work on it. I mean,
okay.
I spoke it,
Yeah.
but I couldn't like read or write too well.
Oh,
So it's and if you ever saw those like, I don't know, if you read like a bad translation, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's like bad translations.
Yeah, it was like that. Like, I have to work. So I, spent a lot of time like just playing video games and like reading novels and stuff.
Just research.
Yeah, it helped me out,
Yeah.
So you were doing it. Have you always been self-published, or did you come to Japan
I
self-published?
came to Japan self-published, and then like a publisher like picked up on it.
Oh, okay.
It's like, hey, you want to like draw in a magazine? I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Awesome. So like, why did you choose to be like on the aero side of things then?
Well, I've always been interested in the aero side. That's
Well, how did you get into the aero side?
Yeah.
Because I feel like every like aero manga artist always like kind of their beginnings are always different.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, my beginnings were like, I think my first doujin was Planet of the Apes.
You are fucking
Aero manga parody.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait. What made you want to do it?
Because
Like Caesar?
Yeah, like Dr. Zaius.
I want to read that now.
Oh my god.
Wait. So like, how did that idea come about? You were just like watching Planet of the Apes one day, and you're like,
I wanna see
I can
fuck.
make this hotter.
I remember seeing a porno that
Right.
was like a Planet of the Apes ripoff.
No.
Like back when I was like a teenager.
Right.
And I'm like, it just stuck in my head.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like, what the fuck was that? And like, it was like just eating away at me. And it's like, I have to draw this. And like, I had to just put that out.
Oh my god.
Planet of the Gapes. That's probably what it was called.
I don't know if this is an accurate question. Did it do well? Did people
Oh,
like
it
it?
did not do well.
I was going to say, I mean, it's kind of furry, but like,
It
not
was
really.
my first comic, and I sold like 70 copies.
I mean, I'm surprised there's an audience. If you'd asked me how many people I think would buy a Planet of the
That's
Apes
70
doujin,
more people than I thought it was going to be. Jesus Christ.
But I printed like 1,000 copies. Right?
Jesus.
I was going to like print like 100, but then it's like, if you're going to print 100, it only costs like so much more to print 1,000.
So what happened to these copies? Where are they?
I started, like, they stuck with me for a while. And every time I go to a comic, I just like put a little bit out.
Oh, okay.
So after like, 10, 12 years, like I finally got rid of all my backlog.
Genius recycling.
Now it's just like a rare item now.
Yeah.
I'm fucking curious.
I want that.
I want this, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That sounds incredible.
It's like a bonus item at the comic end now.
So how old were you when you drew this Planet of the Apes?
Oh my God, like 20 20 something.
No.
Early 20s. Early
Oh
20s.
no.
It's such a bizarre start.
That's the most bizarre origin story I've ever heard. Planet of the Apes. That sounds like a meme. Like, tell me how you got
doesn't sound real.
into. Tell me how you got into hentai. Oh, Planet of the Apes.
So
of
there's
course.
this movie called Planet of the Apes, right? Jesus.
So after Planet of the Apes, what came next? I asked.
Yeah.
I mean, after that, it's pretty standard. There's Dragon Quest.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
which is
I've
like,
seen that one.
A Japanese favorite.
Very popular.
Yeah, and that's when my my first editor came to me and like, hey, this is pretty nice. And,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Like I gotta ask, like, as an era artist, how do you choose which, aside from your original work, how do you decide to choose which works to draw porn about? I guess, like,
right.
do you go with like the algorithm to be like, okay, there's like a bunch of this is like this
is hot right
this is
now.
hot commodity
Yeah.
right now, or do you just go with whatever you're a fan of?
I think my primary motivation is like drawing stuff that I want to read, but isn't available.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
It's like if someone drew it, I wouldn't draw it all.
Yeah.
It's
So,
literally the fuck it, I'll do it myself
Yeah.
method. Yeah.
Well, I imagine the Planet of the Apes dojo wasn't
There wasn't much of a market there.
You are the market.
I'll create the market myself. Oh, that's awesome.
You found like the 70 people that wanted a Planet of the Apes
Yeah.
version when
And
it
even
came
with
out.
the Dragon Quest, like, there wasn't anything that I found like satisfying enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to do it myself.
Oh, awesome. Like, how do you develop the skills to draw H-manga and Eromanga specifically? Because did you have to do a lot of practice or
A lot of research.
a lot of research?
Research, wink, wink. Like, did you go to like art school and stuff like
I
that?
did
or?
major in art in college.
Okay.
Right.
So there's that, but it doesn't really help.
Right.
I mean, like, you learn anatomy and like how to paint, how to like.
I mean, I'd argue anatomy is quite important
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Eromanga.
But you don't really need it.
Yeah, but I'm like,
You can make it
what
up.
I'm saying is like, you don't really see Eromanga in the style of like Baki, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
it's like, it's usually more so than anything, like you read the Kama Sutra and you're like, okay, I think I kind of figured out like basic anatomy and like basic like, positions and stuff
But I
like
think
that,
like libido is more important than anatomy.
Damn, that's wise words right there. Dude. Put that,
I want to put that
put that on a
shirt,
t-shirt.
man.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Because you see some artists and hips don't go that wide or like boobs don't go that big.
That's true. That's true.
But it doesn't matter because that's what he's into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how much do you like to stay, I guess, true to what am I trying to say here? Like,
A human physique.
true to the human physique.
Oh, like I have my own preferences, but like I try to expand them whenever I can.
Yeah.
I'd say your style is definitely more rooted in reality than a lot of artists I've seen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean there's a wide variety.
yeah.
Like there is a very wide range about how artists see the human anatomy,
Right.
especially in Dojin. Oh my god!
Like some artists, I'm just like, have you ever seen a human in your life? Like that is not what humans look like.
That's what they want, Joey.
That's what they want,
That's what
though.
they want.
That's what they want, man. That's what they want. Oh my god. Yeah, I think obviously like Metamorphosis, is one of your biggest series, but like you've had like a couple of other like long form ones as well, right? Like TSF, I think it's
TSF
called.
Monogatari.
Yeah,
is a long one.
TSF Monogatari is a big one. There's also the Dragon Ball one over of yours.
Oh, you read the Broly
The Broly one,
The
yeah.
Broly version?
Yeah. That was
I have not read that
Broly
one.
Dojin.
yeah, Broly. Yeah, he wrote a Broly doujin.
The new Broly movie.
Oh, you made a dojo.
Yeah.
I made a doujin of that.
Well, that's a step down from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's pretty
all the furs,
mainstream.
all the furs,
Yeah, all the fur's gone
All
now.
the fur's gone now.
The personality's there, but the fur is gone. Yeah.
That was his training arc to draw a Dragon Ball Dojin.
Yeah, the Broly one's sick. I love the
it's
Broly one.
wholesome, right?
Yeah, it's really wholesome. It's just like Broly being like, oh, there's this thing called sex,
Yeah.
and I need some help with it.
Because he's
Sounds
like
like a backing
literally a 40-year-old virgin, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's literally like the 40-year-old version of Dragon Ball universe.
He just goes and fucks everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
What I expect.
because like in the dojin, he like discovers what a boner is for the first time, and he's like, "What is this? I don't know what this is. Help! I'm scared." It's like, what do I do? It hurts.
What gives him a boner initially?
I think it was the Chilai.
Chilai.
Remember Chilai? The green skin girl.
Yeah.
I think like she was masturbating and like they were like the two
then it,
guys
like,
were
peeks
just taking-
in.
like, what is she doing? It's like something's happening. You know?
Oh my god!
He literally had that reaction of like when you discover porn for the first time. It's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on in my
Why do I
pants?
feel
What the
so
hell?
funny?
Yeah, why?
World domination.
Yeah, what is this in my pants? Yeah.
Oh my god! That's
So
awesome.
I got to ask, what's your creative process around coming up with like the different concepts of your different works and everything like that? Do you have one, or is it just
Whatever I find hot.
sometimes an idea just comes and you just start drawing?
Well, sometimes I, see a work of art and I'm like a movie or like a novel or something that I'm reading, and I'm like, if there were only more sex scenes in this,
I think we're having different experiences watching Planet the Apes.
I guess that's how like
So much. That's like the best thing. That's genuinely the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
like, I guess that's how like metamorphosis happen, right? Like you're probably watching like Requiem for a Dream or something similar, and you were like,
this ass to ass scene is way too short.
I need more of this, please.
No one wants to see a arm getting chopped off or
Nah.
someone's mother, going insane. We want the ass to
The ass to ass, more
The
ass to
more,
ass.
more of that. More. Which now that I think about it, is basically just was the storyline of the main heroine, right? Of,
Yeah,
Requiem for a
right.
Dream. Holy shit! I'm just like, I've just connected that together.
How many pages was Metamorphosis again?
Like 250 something, I think.
Right, it's quite long, right? How long would something like that take? Because I mean, like it's obviously reading it, it's like, I can do this kind of fast.
I do like pretty long chapters, like 40, 50 page chapters. So like,
I mean, that was released monthly, right?
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many months was that? Like a year?
It's like maybe like 6 months of storyline,
Damn.
Wow.
which
That's
is
crazy.
And like I didn't do every month. I did like one every other month,
Oh yeah, right.
right? Because each chapter takes maybe like a few hundred hours of work.
Jeez.
Right.
Damn.